Hello, Greater Akron. This is Coach Kent Boyd, Executive Director of Love Akron, and this is Coach's Corner, December 2020. And I was reflecting on, the other day that I remember back in January as we launched our partnership structure. And we were so excited about it, and we felt like, this is the start of a really, really awesome year, We're just gonna run, and we're gonna meet and engage with all these different people. And not to say that we haven't, it's just that we did it differently. Where I thought we were gonna be having a lot of meetings within our boardroom and doing all those type of things and having Chick-fil-A brought in because we all love Chick-fil-A, right? But it didn't happen that way, right? We had to take a hard pivot and we had to, invest in this thing called Zoom. And I'd never heard of Zoom before. I'd never heard of Google Meet. I'd never heard of all these different other meeting platforms until I had to depend upon them. But nobody thought that, we would be quarantined and shut in our homes for a 2 to 3 month period of time. That, we wouldn't be able to engage and interact with our families over Thanksgiving the way we've always been used to doing it. We wasn't gonna be able to go to sporting events and football games. And what do you mean there's nobody in the stands? Nobody thought that was ever gonna happen. My life as I knew it had stopped and changed. And what I realized very quickly is that instead of me kind of getting upset, getting frustrated, or complaining about what's happening, and I'm not being dismissive because I did complain, right? I did do that, as well as I'm sure all of us who are out there watching did. I quickly told myself, I'm gonna honor the hiatus. I'm gonna honor the shift or the tweak in life as I know it. I'm gonna help my kids with logging into their online home classroom, right? I became a phys ed teacher, the best in the whole wide world, because why? I had my kids going out there running, doing push-ups, doing all those things that their phys ed teachers would have them do. And also included in our phys ed teaching every day was, they got to clean in the house in a really deep way. And you can ask them about that, right? But the one thing that really hit home, and this happened to us in November, is that COVID hit my house, where it became real. Not that it wasn't real to me before, not that I didn't respect it, right? But when my wife tested positive, that took us to a whole nother level within my home. As most of you know out there, we have 6 beautiful kids together, and we had to isolate my wife down in our master bedroom. And we all stayed upstairs. Obviously, we checked on her, we wanted to see how she was. But what it gave me a different perspective. Not of COVID, but it gave me a different perspective of how I need to minister to my wife, how I need to minister to my children. That it was good for me to take a break and a step away from some of these things to really say, what does this really mean to be a husband in this time and in this season? What does it mean for me to be a father in this time and in this season? That some of these other meetings and some of these other things that I do, it needed to take maybe a back seat into me being who I needed to be within my home. I learned from a pastor who I had a long time ago, shout out to Pastor Eula Greer, where she always she said, Brother Kemp, you have to be a priest in your home before you're ever a priest anywhere else. And so I'm thankful for that message now, because those lessons that I was taught before was lessons I need to apply in this moment. Let's be thankful for the lessons that we were taught before, because maybe we don't use them then, but I believe there are going to be seasons in our life that we need to use them and execute them and apply them. And so I'm thankful for those teachers that I've had. I'm thankful for the ones that have corrected me, right? Because a wise person loves correction. Because if you correct a wise person, guess what? They only become wiser. So I'm thankful for the wisdom that I've gained throughout the course of 2020, and that I get to apply that wisdom into 2021. And here's what I'm even more thankful about, is that you've been willing to engage with us here at Love Akron, that you are able to hear about the lessons that we've learned in order for us to love Akron the way that we believe that we've been called to do so. So as you unwrap gifts on Christmas Day, remember that you have been a gift to us throughout the whole year. If you don't do anything else, make sure that you love Akron.